Should you buy a kitchen from Ikea? Although Ikea has a great selection of cabinets, very good quality, very nice styles, lots of accessories, there's one reason why you may want to think about not buying your kitchen from Ikea. And it has nothing really to do with Ikea themselves or their product or their price or anything. It more or less has to do with you and where you live. Because location is the biggest hindrance to purchasing anything from Ikea. You may not live in a major metropolis area. I don't. The nearest Ikea to me is 4.5 hours that way. 4.5 hours from my doorstep to Ikea's doorstep. That's quite the distance, which means purchasing anything major from Ikea is a big deal. Here's a few things that I consider for myself if I'm going to purchase an Ikea kitchen. Picking this up is risky. I'm 4.5 hours away. Having it delivered is risky. I'm 4.5 hours away. Returns are an issue. I'm 4.5 hours away. And what about damages? You get the point. Sure, I can go online and purchase a pillow or a lamp or something else like that, but I'm definitely not going to purchase my kitchen that way. There are so many variables involved in a kitchen project that the 4.5 hour distance between me and Ikea is a really big deal. And you may have a similar issue because maybe you live in a rural area and the nearest Ikea to you is 3 or 4 hours away. And because I live so far away, it's a bigger deal than if I live next door. For instance, take this cabinet. It came from Ikea. One single cabinet, 5 SKUs. 5 SKUs for one cabinet. Now, the average kitchen could be anywhere from 15 to 20 to 30 separate boxes, 30 separate cabinets. Think about the amount of SKUs involved in ordering a kitchen like that. Now, it's different if you live in the same general area because if you're picking up or having those things delivered, you're not waiting forever. You can go to the store and pick them up yourself with relative ease. You can make a whole bunch of trips if need be because you're only 15 minutes away. But when you live so far away like I do, picking up 120, 150, 200 SKUs of cabinets, that's a major, major deal. And while yes, they will deliver it, the logistics involved in getting that right on the first try, not likely. And there's nothing more frustrating than being in the middle of a kitchen project and realizing that you're missing hinges, doors, a cabinet, or you have a broken gable on something. It's so frustrating. So what do? Do you go pick up the cabinet yourself? That's a possibility. If I was dead set on purchasing IKEA cabinets, which you may be, and I lived far away, which you might, then I would suggest picking up the cabinets yourself. Be prepared, it's going to take a long time. It's going to be tiresome, but it is doable. And if they have the stock, you can be successful at it. Here's my tips on picking up your own kitchen from Ikea. Pick everything in groupings. Hinges, mounting hardware, leg levelers, things like that, cabinet boxes, doors, shelves, extra moldings and panels. Pick all those items in the groupings you need. Because in an IKEA warehouse, not everything is neatly organized the way you'd think it would be. There could be stuff anywhere. And when it comes to things like hardware and mounting brackets, stuff like that, leg levelers, make sure you buy extra. If you pick things in groupings, it'll make it more successful. Have a copy of your floor plan that you can tick off stuff as you go. You'll obviously have a list of things you need from IKEA. Go through this methodically, picking in groupings the things that you need. You're gonna have a ton of stuff, and you're gonna need a truck. And if you don't have a truck, you may wanna rent a truck, borrow one from a friend, beg somebody, but you're gonna need some kind of truck or trailer to haul this stuff back to your house. Maybe that's not an option for you. You don't have a truck, you maybe live by yourself, you don't have the help for it, I don't know. There could be a number of reasons why you can't go to IKEA to pick up your kitchen. So in this case, you could have it delivered and then deal with all the factors involved later, like the missing pieces and the damaged parts and stuff that's gonna be on back order for 3 months. So location is definitely the one reason you may wanna think about not getting your kitchen from IKEA and maybe purchasing from a local big box retailer or a hardware chain or somewhere local. And while IKEA has great styles, great selection, good quality, great prices, the other RTA cabinet brands are pretty equal in comparison. The sizing charts are different because IKEA has their own line of sizes that I can't figure out. As far as quality goes, as far as style goes, as far as what you can do with RTA cabinets, whatever you can do in a big box store cabinet, you can do with an IKEA cabinet and vice versa. Basically. And if you're worried about quality of the cabinets, there's a video in the description where I talk about how to determine how to find a good quality RTA cabinet. And I'm talking about RTA cabinets because that's what IKEA is selling. And while on their website they might say, you know, fully customizable or stuff like that, they're really not talking about the cabinetry themselves. What they mean is you can take a white box and put a green door on it, customized. But it's really not custom in the way that you think. In other words, you can't get different size cabinets that they don't have. They seem like they're these high-end items when in fact they're really not. They're just average kitchen cabinets. Now they're great, and there's nothing wrong with them. And I highly recommend going with IKEA if you live close by or if you don't mind the distance and having them delivered or picked up, definitely go for it. But just don't think that you're getting something from them that's higher end than you would from somewhere else. So if the location is a big factor for you, don't feel bad about having to go to a local retailer or a big box chain or something like that to get your RTA cabinets. You're going to get a very comparable quality as you would to IKEA. It's not hard to get a quote from IKEA. You can basically do it yourself on their kitchen planner. If you know the cabinets that you need, if you know what your layout looks like, you can put all those cabinets in the kitchen planner, and basically that kitchen planner will price it for you. And getting a price from a local retailer is not that difficult. They usually get back to you within a reasonable amount of time if they're doing their job. And whether you want to purchase an IKEA kitchen or you want to go with some other big box retailer or some other line of cabinets, but you're having trouble with the design and the layout, check the link in the description below for my online kitchen design solution. It might be right for you if that's what you're looking for. For more videos on IKEA kitchen cabinets, check out one of these two videos.